As we prepare to get ready for our 2 o'clock session, what I want to do now, though, is kind of have a break in our program and invite the family of the Jena 6 to come up and share a few words with us. And again, we want to thank you from traveling across state to come be with us.
I'm Alicia Bill.
And I'm Tina Jones.
We are from Jena, Louisiana, and we is the parents of what's known now to be the Jena 6. Our kids was caught up in a Jim Crow era here from a little town that where we from. September 4th, 6th and whatnot in there, the beginning of the school year of 06, a young black freshman asked the principal, could blacks set up on a tree that's in the middle of the Jena High School campus there. Traditionally had been set on by whites only. And the principal told the young black guy that, yeah, you feel free to say wherever you want to. After the assembly there at the auditorium, black students went set up under the tree, created a big ruckus there. The next morning, the kids get back to school with 3 hanging nooses hanging from the tree. So that created a lot of racial tension there. The students attended the protest about the nooses being hung up. The principal and the faculty, they just looked at it just as a joke. The 3 white students was just given 3 days suspension. Wasn't no federal authorities called in or nothing like that. You know, quite obvious, it's a hate crime. Anybody that knows the law, it's a hate crime. So the parents tend to go to the school board and try to protest. They locked a couple of the parents out of the school board meeting, saying it wasn't a proper time for them to come and address this issue. So as time went along through the school year, racial tension developed with the black and white students. The school burned down. One part of it burned down. One black kid had got jumped on at a community center there in Jena, where 5 white students had jumped on him with no charges or nothing pressed against him, none of them. So when they get back to school, one of the friends of the kid that hung the nooses up was telling one of the kid that got jumped on by the white student, saying, "Oh, you got, your nigga, butt whooped the weekend." So they created a fight where the 6 black students had jumped on the 1 white student. Now remember, he was not shot, he was not cut, he was not stabbed, his jaw wasn't broke, with no teeth knocked out, nose wasn't broke. His lungs didn't collapse, with no broken ribs, no kind of life-threatening injuries to the kid at all. They take him to the hospital, release him within an hour's time. He comes back to school that night to the rain ceremony that they had for the seniors for to get their reins. And I mean, the kid's fine. The next day, the DA have six of the black students charged with second-degree attempted murder and conspiracy to commit second-degree attempted murder. But I need to backtrack on myself right quick. When the nooses was hung up and the black students wanted to protest there at the school about the nooses there in September, the DA goes to the school, tell the black kids he do not want to hear nothing else about the issue of the boys hanging up the nooses. He told them, he told the black students, if I hear any more else about this, he said, I'm going to make y'all life go away with a stroke of my pen. See, now remember, anything that go on at Jena High School, everything is segregated. Well, lunchtime, black students sat on one side of the cafeteria, white students sat on the other side of the cafeteria. During recess time, white kids on one side of the campus, black students on the other side of the campus. Same way with this assembly. The DA was specifically looking right there directly at the black kids. The white students over here, all the black students on this side. He looked directly at the black students and said, I can make y'all life go away with a stroke of a pen. Okay, did nothing happen. So when the fight happened, he had the charge brought against the kids, second degree attempted murder and conspiracy to commit second degree attempted murder. The highest bond he put on the kids was $138,000. My son's was $90,000. One kid like $120-something thousand. Another one like $70,000. I mean, this was like, like the kid really was dead. So the DA continued to make statements in the paper, about how you gonna prosecute our kids and and everything like that. So we at the stage now where the Justice Department and the Attorney the FBI came. They had about 3 weeks ago. They had we had a town hall meeting there in Jena. So didn't none of the white officials come to the meeting. The mayor didn't come, the DA didn't come, the sheriff didn't come, the school board superintendent didn't come. Just the the black side of Jena. Well, they specifically told us that everything that the DA been doing to our kids, the way he had them charged, the way they got them, got my son prosecuted, the way the jury was picked for the convict my son and everything, that it was justifiable.
Which he skipped over. Our son was convicted.
Yeah.
He was found guilty, but they lowered his charge to second degree aggravated battery
and conspiracy to commit.
He had been found guilty of that.
Yeah, in June they had his trial.
One of the reasons why the Attorney General came to Jena to clarify some things that had been said about him being found guilty.
No, not the Attorney General.
U.S. Attorney?
Yeah, U.S. Attorney. Yeah, he came, and the lady from the department, Justice Department, Civil Rights Division, and the guy from the FBI.
So it was nice. They came down and they said, it's all okay in this case, but it's also okay not to prosecute the white children that did the same thing just before that.
It was okay that our schools put our schools, but if you're
And it's amazing that they can say that trash with a straight face.
So right now, our son coming up for a bail hearing on the 24th, but we have to put our son into a private school. If not, he ain't gonna be able to go to no public school at all. Our son was a football superstar. I mean, he had stacks of letters from A1 colleges. LSU, Georgia Tech, Tennessee. UCLA. I mean, a lot of big name schools. Our son was an honor roll student. And everything. So DA, he just like, he's like a Riding Stone cowboy.
Did they have to seek a grand jury indictment to charge your children? No.
When but the beginning of our son's trial on the 25th, they gave him a plea hearing to take a plea to the charge that he reduced him down to second degree aggravated battery and conspiracy to commit second degree aggravated battery. My son didn't take it. The next day, he go and take my son straight to trial, just like that, on the 26th.
So one day from the arraignment to the trial?
From the plea hearing, plea hearing, then he started the trial the next day, started the jury selection. Me and his mother weren't allowed in the trial while the trial was going on. Our son's lawyer had a gag order put us on the witness list where we couldn't be present in the courtroom while the trial was going on. So we never was in the trial at all. We don't know what was going on. We just getting secondhand information that they go in recess and people come out the courtroom.
How did you be on a witness list? Were you there when the fight?
No,
what were you going to witness to?
He said he was going to use us as character witness, but he actually, our son lawyer, which was a court appointment.
Yeah, court appointment.
He never called any witness. Like we had no defense jury.
Right. He was working
the whole trial.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a show for it.
Yeah, right.
Okay. And that's quite often what the public defender is.
And he was
They're
found
nothing but a
by
show.
all white jury.
Yeah, all white jury. But this is the thing about it.
Now, all white jury. What's the percentage of whites versus African Americans in the community?
85% white, 15% black. You're looking at about 300 and maybe 50, maybe 60 blacks in the whole town.
But we had not one.
So, but I mean,
Yeah,
It was not one
there should
potential black
be
juror in there.
not even one potential black juror?
It was two, I think three was called, yeah, but they never did show up. Now, usually how the court system work, well, if you don't show up with jury, they put out a bench warrant.
Right, you're in trouble.
In this case, he just told the court reporter, well, just mark him absent. Just mark him absent, like that. He didn't try to, well, he hasn't been sentenced yet. He gonna be sentenced on the 20th of September. So he's facing 22 plus years.
For a school fight.
Yeah.
Were y'all able to try to get the transcript, just find out what was actually said?
We acquired a new lawyer like a month ago, and they still haven't gave him the transcript. Said they still trying to get him typed up.
Trying to fix them all.
Yeah, you know. So this still, I mean, this, you know, let Hicktown, this how they've been operating this town all along. You know.
And wasn't it a problem that they didn't even have any witnesses that could say your son actually?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't.
It was over 20-some witnesses called, and maybe 2 out of all of those actually say that they saw Michael actually do anything. The rest of them say that it was somebody wearing a green jacket, somebody wearing a hood.
Yeah, even the victim himself, he said he don't even know who hit it. He didn't even see it. But the thing about it, during the trial, the judge allowed the DA for tell the jury to say that the weapon, the deadly weapon was his tennis shoe.
Tennis shoes?
Yeah.
What brand?
Yeah, you know, I mean,
They knew that, but nobody said they saw Michael kick nobody, but he still allowed it.
yeah. And you know, in the well, we like I said, we wasn't in there from what we understand is closing argument. He pushed the issue about the deadly weapon, the shoe. He used the deadly weapon. You know, that was the DA using his closing arguments. You know, so by all white jury, you know, quite naturally, you know, let Hicktown, they was gonna go along with him anyway. You could tell on the looking at the jurors, their body language, how they were responding to the DA in his closing arguments. Our son, court-appointed lawyer, you could tell, you know, they body language, how they was responding to him in this closing arguments. You know, one guy, you know, he looking all up at the ceiling. You know, the other lady, you know, she, you know, just, you know, flicking with her fingernails. You know, like wasn't even paying them no attention. You know, so it was just, I mean.
When the jury went out to deliberate whether they was going to find him, they came right back in and rested for 15 minutes, and they asked could it be a lower charge that he could be lowered to.
Yeah.
And the judge said that it couldn't have been. It could have been, but Michael's lawyer, Nardi DA, did motion that it could have been a lower, and therefore they couldn't give it.
Yeah, he did. He's supposed to present a document to the jury to show them how the charge, what the charge consists of. But he never did. He never did that.
He said it had to be written.
Yeah, he had to. Yeah.
So do y'all have any organizations like the NAACP or any of the black organizations that could intervene?
Well, we established an NAACP chapter. Contacted the governor, attorney general, state representative, congressman. We done contacted all our officials there in our town of Louisiana. And we haven't, you know, got a response back from nobody.
Have you tried the main office in New York that oversees all of them?
Yeah, we've done all that. We in contact so many people. Can't even remember all now. The FBI, we contact the FBI. I mean, we contact everybody.
You try the Associated Press and some of the.
Yeah, they've been coming down, you know, reporting, you know, but it just, you know, it just seemed like just falling on deaf ears.
I can recommend an attorney from Florida that stood up to that. He represented the family whose son was beaten to death about a year and a half ago at the boot camp in Florida.
Yeah.
He's out of Tallahassee, and he was able to get a lot of. He got Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, and a lot of people come down.
Well, actually, if I may, Reverend Sharpton just left there last week, and he'll be there again next Tuesday. Good. This issue is not as underground as some of us may think. As a matter of fact, and I'm Derek Muhammad with the Millions More Movement. We're supporters of the Jena 6. We actually organized a protest of over 300 people there on the 31st of July. So the NAACP, the National Action Network, the Nation of Islam, and many other organizations, Color of Change, are involved and are supporting them. They're not getting the national media attention as, say, the Duke rape case got. But if you all would like, we brought them down because at the invitation of Donald Fields, when we heard that this was a judicial reform conference, you know, I said if there are any people who are poster children for the need for judicial reform, it's those 6 young children in Jena, Louisiana. So any and everybody who would like to support them, if you go to this website, it's www.mmmhouston.net. We're organizing another protest September the 20th, which is the sentencing date of their son, Michael Bell. Also, there's the Color of Change. There's a link to the Color of Change website. Over 45,000 people went online and signed a petition that we delivered to the district attorney's office in Jena on the 31st. So if you can sign that petition, and I think there's also a link to the Jena Defense Fund as well if you would like to donate to the Defense Fund. So we would ask, please support these people because they need it. Oh, I'm sorry. www.mmmhouston.net. The MMM stands for Millions More Movement. There's a lot of other information about the Jena 6 on that website. Thank you very, very much.
Some powerful testimony there. With that, I mean, that just goes to show you the importance of why we're here and what we're really fighting for.